check out some cool alternate Chaos Renegade figures by Vanguard Miniatures. Spiky bits. What's up, Hobby Maniacs? Baer with you again today. Checking out some really neat pewter figure offerings from Vanguard Miniatures. You can check them out on vanguardminiatures.com. These are the Novian Tainted Forces, 28mm scale, of course, but done up in pewter. You know, that's how it's a little bit affordable to do. You know, doing the plastic stuff's a little pricey for smaller companies, and of course that is how Games Workshop got started. Now they've got a whole section on their site devoted to these guys, which are basically like some renegade chaos type dudes. If you're into the kind of Fordrol and Vraxel lore, these are pretty neat, of course. Now they have a heavy weapon team right here, which I think is £8 for the team, so about $10 US. It comes with a 50mm base here. Of course, you can use this or the standard one that comes from Games Workshop, whatever you want to do. But overall, it's pretty neat. This is very indicative of something we would see from back in the day from Games Workshop. I like the chaos symbols. The detail is very well done. Nice chaos symbols in the wheels right there. And this is, of course, a tracked unit. So you put this, don't exactly know which way it goes. I'm assuming it's at the end, perhaps. But somewhere on here, you put this mount, and this mount will hold the different weapons right here, which could be a las cannon or like a heavy bolter, or of course a I don't know, is that an autocannon? I would go with an autocannon right there. And then the crew themselves are two different offerings right here. They're a little bit skinnier than what I would expect, but you know, they are human, so that's not that bad. And of course, their standard slaughter base fits them right there. So to give you an idea about size, no, these aren't Primaire Space Marines. They're normal humans with some really cool looking armor, some sculpted fatigues, a built-in backpack, and then their helms are two different little offerings. They're like kind of like the skull helmets, very similar to what you would see on, you know, the bridge of an AT-AT for Star Wars. So I like that little style of helmet. I think it's a throwback to like a Kurosawa kind of thing, or maybe perhaps it's very Shogun-y. I'm not sure if that's a European influence there or not. But either way, it looks very neat, and then you can see the faces sculpted in it right there. And then of course you've got extra ammo, and the guys themselves carrying what looks to be maybe some, actually firing the gun, the extra las gun, the ammo loader right there. So that is the heavy weapon guys. And then there's a command section which comes with 10 dudes. It looks like you get some sort of las pistol, hand-to-hand weapon, a larger kind of special weapon right there. The normal las gun kind of rifle things are right here. It looks like they're one piece, so they're going to match up really well, which is very happy. Makes me very happy, because many days I've spent trying to match up two halves of pewter arms to a weapon, and that it proved to ultimately be a little futile in a lot of instances. And then there's the heads right there, which are looking pretty crisp and very renegade-y. And everything is in scale. It's more of a true 28, or excuse me, yeah, a true 28 than a heroic kind of 28 there. So the command section comes with 10 dudes in this sprue, and actually I think it comes with the standard too, and that's 18 pounds, which has got this nice little chaos standard right here. Pretty neat. Little hand-to-hand weapon. It looks like a plasma variant, and I think you can buy a whole team of special weapons also for 18 pounds. There's your power fist. That's very appropriately sized, and some sort of bolt weapon, or maybe that's a plasma, some sort of plasma type deal. 18 pounds for 10 dude, $1.80 each. Oh, there's a melted kind of thing. Doesn't seem too bad when you start thinking about it. So you can get the command of 18 dudes, or a normal rifle section, which are these guys right over here. A whole bunch of them. And like I said, they come with the arms already on their sprue, which definitely makes me happy. Of course, I can't get in there and try to assemble it, but I'm sure it goes together pretty cool. I like these little cowled shoulder pads too. Those are very similar to what there was, these little bits that came on the skeletons. I want to say they were a special undead unit in fantasy. I think they were like Grave Wardens, but that name might be completely different now with Age of Sigmar. And they had these little pads that went over their knees, I think it was. And these are perfect shoulder pads for like renegade dudes, and I'm glad they kept that styling. That's very neat to see on there. So there's that, and then the sprue heads, which I already showed you. Like I said, the rifle company, the command company, and the special weapon are all, I want to say they're all 18 pounds. No, excuse me, the command is 20 pounds. So those are all available over on Vanguard Miniatures websites. These were just kind of like a little preview sample. I was like, hey, those look cool. And checking those out. So you got the special weapon and then the 3 different command sections. They have a whole bunch of miniatures over on their site. They got work stuff, alternate work stuff. They got 6 mil, they got 15 mil, all sorts of different things. Make sure you give them a click and check out what they got popping off over there on VanguardMiniatures.com.